Many of us are familiar with the parable of the workers in the vineyard that we find in Matthew chapter 20. The gist of the story is the hiring man for the vineyard goes out throughout the day and hires men to give a day's work. He begins hiring at 8 a.m., continues in mid-morning, lunchtime, after lunch. He even goes as far as to hire men to work with only 1 hour to go in the workday. The catch to the story is when the workday ends and the men line up for their pay, they all receive the same pay. This obviously upsets the men who began working at 8 a.m., as they feel since they have put in more time, they certainly deserve more of a reward. When they bring their complaint to the hiring man, his answer is blunt and clear. I have not been unfair, he tells them, and he also asks them what right do they have to tell him how to give away what is his. The way this connects with God is how God dispenses the gifts of his kingdom to us. It doesn't matter if you have been following Jesus your entire life or you've just recently become a believer. Everything that is available to everyone. The main theme I've always taken from this parable is to be careful not to judge those who haven't put in the time you've put in, to be careful not to think you deserve more, to be careful not to be jealous, and not to think that you've been undersold because you've done more work than someone else. And that's a good theme, and it's important to remember that. But there's a flip side to that parable that I connect to, and that's what about those workers who only put in 1 hour? I wonder what they felt like. If you're like me, you feel a certain guilt or shame. You wonder, do I deserve this? Is it right for me to have wandered as long as I wandered, to have ignored God's will for as long as I ignored it, and still be blessed and filled with the grace and love that everyone else has when I finally come to my senses? This isn't always easy to accept, but the truth is, it is available to all of us. And the truth is, God's love is so complete and so perfect that he just wants you. And just as Jesus said he would leave the 99 behind to go look for the one lost sheep, he's not going to look for that sheep so that he can put him in the bad sheep pen after he finds him. He's going to treat him just like the other 99. So if you struggle with that, like I have, I encourage you to prayerfully seek the true identity of who Jesus is and allow your heart to open up to receive all of that love, all of that grace, all of that forgiveness. It doesn't matter where you've been or what you've done. Once you return home, everything is yours. Have a good day.